Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brianna and I'm a 5th year, 3rd grade teacher in North Carolina. And it is the end of Tuesday. We did not have school yesterday because of Labor Day. I was a slow turtle coming into the classroom today. We've spent all our extra time today planning. It's just like we're trying to get into the flow of things, and we have to organize our A day, B day, which starts next week. So what that means is one group of students comes to school Monday, Tuesday, and then they're online Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then our other group of students comes to school Thursday, Friday, and they're online Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're trying to make our Wednesdays exactly the same for both groups. And then originally, like next week, let's see if we can make this make sense, our B day kids, which are our Thursday and Friday students, Monday and Tuesday will have to be review material, whereas our A day kids who are coming Monday, Tuesday, they're going to be using what we teach them to complete things on Thursday and Friday. So our B day kids who are doing review Monday, Tuesday, they come to school Thursday, Friday. What our A day kids did Thursday, Friday, our B day kids will do the following week, Monday, Tuesday. So we had to do a little bit of extra planning for that first week just because our B day kids are going to be behind. I hope that makes sense. If you missed my vlog last week, click here. I pulled out my library, but this is where I'm at. But tomorrow is our Wednesday flex day, so our kids are independent all day, so we've posted all of our assignments and videos and everything that they will need, and we are not doing any live Zooms. So we are dedicating that time tomorrow to be in our rooms and get prepared for the kids to return. So I'm planning on showing y'all what I'm doing with this tomorrow, but I don't really want to stay much longer today. It's already 5:20 and we stayed just to get those plans put together. What I did do this weekend, which I wanted to show you, I posted about this on my Instagram, so if you're not following me there, my link is always down below, but I do make these name tags every year. These pencil boxes are actually, this is my 3rd year using them. And I mean, they're still holding up great. They're from Walmart. The top doesn't look fantastic, but that's okay. I create these in PowerPoint and then I print 2 to a page, like 2 slides on 1 page. And they are smaller than where this indent is, but I mean, it's easy to put it in there. So I just keep it on that size because it's easy to print. I don't have these in my TPT because I don't own all of these fonts, and there are similar products on Teachers Pay Teachers. This is also from Google Images, and then these are my rules down here, but I didn't want to post something that's already been created. I don't know. So these are just a me thing, but I thought doing pencil boxes my first year, I was going to hate it and never do it again, but it's honestly been the greatest thing ever. It's going to really come in handy this year because I only have 9 desks in my classroom because I will not have more than 9 students in one day. So when they're not here, they're going to take their pencil box and put it in their cubby. That will be easy for the kids to tell what desk they sit at, switch it from day to day, and those are all taped on there. I just used double-sided tape. I actually ran out, so I have to go buy some more, but this is just my example. So their name is here and their number is here. So super handy for me, especially when I do like odd and even things, and I can walk around the room and see the kid's number instantly and not have to memorize it or think about it. Love that. I also tried to make new days of the week labels for my calendar since it starts on a Monday. I want it to start on a Sunday, but these are still a little bit too small. So I'm going to resize these tonight and have my assistant cut them out again tomorrow because she cut them out for me today along with my name tags, which was super helpful. But that is my update for today. I'm going to be filming a lot more tomorrow, so I'll see y'all then. Oh, and I haven't hung this mirror yet. I have a cream mask on from Old Navy today. My lanyard, this dress I believe is from Target, and then my Birkenstocks from TJ Maxx, just because they're my only black shoes, and I was trying to run out of the house today. So that is the attire. Good morning, happy hump day. We are making it through. It is 8:52 and I've taken this time to message parents, handle things that I need to handle, missing assignments, just make sure everyone's up to date on things. I had to get something sent out on our lunch bus because I have to start interventions with a student. So, done all that. I basically have 3 tasks right now for today. I'm going to put my new days of the week labels on my calendar. They don't fit exactly, but I didn't print new ones, so we're gonna do that for now, just in case I never get around to it. Do my library. Actually, there's more than 3 tasks today. I have to measure and tape my desks. So tape the floor so that the kids can position the desks so that I don't have to go back and redo it all the time. And then I also have to grade 1 assignment. Everything else is up to date. I did it all last night at home. So I'm going to start with my calendar. This calendar, I believe I've had for 3 years now. Someone go back to my first year in 3rd grade 2 years ago and tell me if I had this calendar. Target Dollar Spot starts on Monday. I want it to start on Sunday. I made these little labels on PowerPoint, printed them on cardstock and laminated them. I'm gonna use some double-sided tape and just stick them up there and then fix this situation. Now, it is very satisfying when the strip of tape fits perfectly on this size. Okay, so I know it's not ideal, but it actually doesn't look as bad as I thought, since the colors for the most part go with the background, except for this one, but that's fine. And I'll probably just end up leaving it because it serves its purpose. I lost my 8. I don't know what happened to it, so we're gonna move on, and that's okay. Actually, I also have to, I was going to add the days. I had the calendar pieces over here and then got confused when I lost my 8. But I'm going to add the days up to the first day. Okay, now what I'm going to do with the library is I'm going to grab all my series, my fictional series, and move them over here and try to set them up like my graphic novel shelf. Okay, I think I'm done. It's a little bit of organized chaos. I know the mismatched bins are not going to be everyone's favorite, and they're all not labeled yet. Like, I'm missing a label there, obviously there, but I'm gonna print out some new labels. Basically, I had to put the larger books on the bottom shelves because obviously they'll be a lot heavier, and that's where all of like my picture books are and everything. My goal was to keep this more fiction focused and this more like non-fiction, historical fiction focused. But let me explain what's on each shelf. I really like the way it looks. I can see what's over there, like certain things stand out to me, like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Magic Tree House, the Who Was books, the I Survived books. I feel like the ones that should be showcased for the most part are. I have a lot of Boxcar Children, so they're in their own little basket, but I like was gonna do series in certain bins. This is kind of just the way it ended up. It's a hodgepodge mess. Okay, so Babysitter's Club, Little Sister, and then the graphic novels. And then I have all Amber Brown books. And then all of these are American Girl doll. So I just thought whoever's into those kinds of things. Here I have all my Magic Tree House in the best order that I could. And then I just have Flat Stanley to break up the middle. And then the rest of these, I do have a lot of Pippi Longstocking, but those are my adventure books. And if I pull them out, like they have my little adventure backpack sticker on it. So here's my other question. Do I put the label of these books behind it, or do I just leave it? I'm not so worried about the books getting back where they belong. I'm more worried about the kids finding a book they like, which I don't think will be a problem because I feel like the center baskets have a certain focus. So once they're on that shelf, the things are similar. So if they are looking for a certain type of book, it will be near that area. That was my goal. The bottom down here is a bunch of my picture books, which I added like books that were in different categories. Like I have adventure picture books and stuff and animal ones. So I don't know if I'm going to change my stickers. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm not worried about them getting back where they go because I think I will be doing that this year. But I kind of put like the hardback ones to stand up here, and this one is super tall, and I could bring this shelf up, but now that everything's set, I'm not going to touch it. So then I put shorter ones back here to fill that gap. Then I have all my graphic novels. So I have science comics here, 2 of these here. I didn't know if I wanted to put them there, but they're there for now. Dogman, Dork Diaries, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Captain Underpants, Bad Guys, Bad Kitty, and then comedy. And I ended up putting the ugly Captain Underpants just in the basket here. My next shelf, Boxcar Children, which are all mysteries. So then I kept this shelf as mysteries. I have a bunch of Geronimo Stilton, Thea Stilton, Encyclopedia Brown, some Judy Moody mysteries, and A to Z mysteries, and then Cam Jansen, and all random mysteries here. So they're like organized, but like still mixed in. Next, I have a ton of holiday books. So some chapter holiday books in the front, and then picture holiday books in the back. Then I have all of my fairy tales and fables right here because they were mostly like taller picture books, and some folk tales. One of you actually sent me that Norwegian folktale book, so thank you. Moving forward, I have a whole shelf of fiction. So these are mostly just random books. I do have some Judy Moody over here as well. So if there's a book that there's like multiple of, I try to keep it close together. I don't like how this one's shorter than the others, but that will be okay. These were like labeled as fiction books, and then I have ones that are labeled as sports books, but all the sports ones are right here. And then I have school books. All of them are fiction, so I just decided to put them all on one shelf. Then down here is more kind of, this is where it got random, because I have a bunch of Horrible Harry, and then I have a bunch of Bailey School Kids, bunch of Beverly Cleary, and then these are all my fantasy books, which I am just now realizing I never put in height order, so I'm gonna do that really quick. It's fine, series, and fantasy. And then I have barely any poetry books, so I'm going to work on buying poetry books this year to fill this basket. And then I have my like culture section. So I have so many different things in here, from Native Americans to South African to, there was like, oh, like a Little House on the Prairie, just like different lifestyles. I know this book says Indians, and some people say that is incorrect. However, it says, I would like to express my gratitude to Ella Sikatoa, ethno-historian of the Narragansett Indian tribe, for her critical reading of the manuscript and for her editorial advice. So since an actual tribe member has looked over this book, I want to keep it because it's really neat, and I like how it's broken up into the different sections, all about Indians of the Northeast Woodlands. And if they had a problem with being called that, then she probably would have corrected her, so whatever. This is kind of where I got stuck, because I started with my nonfiction on the bottom, and these bins are super full and heavy. If I really wanted to, I have 5 of these bins, so I could put 1 on each shelf and really spread it out, but I like the way that this is organized, so I'm not going to do that. But I have reference books, which are kind of like random. Like there's encyclopedias in here, but then there's how to make bracelets, and then there's also Guinness World Record books, so those kind of books in there. And then like atlases and stuff. Just a random bin of nonfiction, a whole bin of animal nonfiction, and then my science bin, last year I turned it into solar system, weather, and science. I threw all in one. So that's all there. And this is where it doesn't really match up. I have historical fiction / social studies books there. I want to say this is more of just like social studies books, but it's a lot of the, if you were a pioneer, if you were there when the Constitution was signed, if you lived 100 years ago. Like I have a lot of those books. So I think I'm going to reprint my social studies label as well, which is this one, and stick that on here, since that is mostly what is in this bin. I kind of mixed some of the other ones together. These are my movie books or like books written based on shows or movies that have already been created, or books that have been turned into movies, which does not fit this area at all. So let me know if you have any ideas of where I could rearrange. These are my classics. So my Roald Dahl, my Kate DiCamillo, my E.B. White, and then I just placed all my Judy Blooms here because I had room and they're classics, sure. Then I call it the leveled 1, 2, 3 books. These are just like the easy readers, and these are all the nonfiction ones. And then these are all the fiction ones. So I just like having those in one place, and I do have a lot of those. So moving up, I have biographies, I Survived, Who Was, What Was, Where Was, and the rest of my historical fiction novels. And then I have science fiction, horror, and animal fiction books. So that's where it got weird. Like I said, I tried to keep it pretty organized, but then it got weird. I honestly might flip. Like I would like to have the historical fiction right under this stuff since they're the same, you know? That is what we are looking like. And I do have a pile of stuff that I got rid of, or that I'm getting rid of, or I'm just bringing this home because this is my book and Harry Potter's too hard for 3rd graders, or most of them. Or they get it from the library, and I only have one, so. And then I just have books that are super old, or like the spine is torn off. These are like my mom's books. This Harriet Tubman book is way too challenging, so I'm just going to donate these to my local bookstore that takes donations. One of you commented and asked me for books. They're heavy, guys, and that would, I mean, I know book shipping is a little bit different, but I'm sorry. I'm just going to donate these, and a lot of them are old, and so they'll probably just end up being discarded. But those are the books that I'm not having in my library this year. I know that I could put bins on the top, but for now, I'm just going to keep it this way. I'm really happy with it. Like in person, I love to stare at it. It makes me want to go read a book. And I haven't felt that way with my library before when it was like all bins. I feel like it's more inviting when they're spines out. So I like that. I'm not in love with my blue bins right there falling over. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I still haven't hung my mirror. And then these are all of my extra bins over here. I was actually thinking I could take these blue bins, and my coworker actually has more of them, and put them under there, because I was going to buy those little like fabric drawer things, but cube things. Let me see if that works. And my air just came on, sorry. Yes, so my coworker definitely has 3 more of those in that color. So I'm going to fill those there. Have no idea what I'm going to put in them, but that is an awesome storage space. And I know it doesn't fit the whole thing, but it will fill the cubby holes, so that will be awesome. I'm probably going to put those behind my privacy boards just so they're up and away. I have a lot of stuff going on here, but I need to like clean out this area and the cubbies and everything for the kids. I only have 17, so they'll only be using up to here. I wish I only had 16. All of that will be put away in this cabinet for sure. I actually will probably put my privacy boards down here. That way they're more easily accessible, and then all my extra bins and stuff will go up there. So I'm going to stop filming here for the day. I think I might work on rearranging the room and taping the floor for where the desks go 6 feet apart, but I will update y'all tomorrow if I set that up. I'm not gonna film the process or anything. I'm so happy that my library is full and done. I know I talked about putting a bulletin board up there. I think I still want to. I have the white wood paper, but I really want to return it and get the better than paper white wood paper, so I'll probably do that. So it's a work in progress, but your classroom should always be a work in progress because you're always filling it with the children's learning. All right, see y'all tomorrow. Hey y'all, it is now 2 weeks later and the weekend, so I'm bumming it out today, but I just wanted to end this video here. I'm sorry that I've been just MIA from the social media world, but school just wears me out. I have 2 vlogs coming because this one is from last week and then I have to edit this week's one. So I will do my best to get that done so I can stay on top of everything, but I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you can see my next videos in the future. And leave a comment down below. Tell me how your year is going if you made it through this whole thing. All right, I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.